In the latter years of the 20th century, the Kuiper Brothers of Neer in the Netherlands were regarded as one of the top long-distance lofts in Europe. Their achievements in Barcelona are regarded as extraordinary. Despite the dedication of many sincere pigeon fanciers to compete and succeed with their own charges, these common artisans had a talent that others lacked when it came to the sport of distance pigeon racing. We can observe the effect of the Arden and Van Wanrooy strains in their pigeon lineages. But without these two strains in particular, no one aspiring to success at a distance could function. The results from the last 50 years of the previous century and the first years of this century, the 21st, corroborate the fruitful aspect of the Van Wanrooys and the Ardens. But this is not to rule out other equally good bloodlines. A management strategy combined with the appropriate genetics created pigeons that seemed to be made of iron when it came to the marathon of all marathons, which gives us a fair understanding of the Kuypers and their management. Some of Europe's most illustrious bloodlines, like Van Giel and Van Wanrooy, lie at the foundation of the Kuypers. The Cattris genes are also present, particularly those of the legendary racer and producer of the latter breed, de 45. De 45, a pigeon that Pet and Meta of Cattris bred, once championed Bordeaux by an hour in a race. 45 also took first place in Angoulême by 19 minutes. In fact, 20 pairs of the top 41 pairs of Kuiper Brothers pigeons in 1989 were the 45 offspring. The Zwartje, dark, Barcelona, a stunning bird with Van Wanrooy and Van Giel bloodlines that placed second nationally and third internationally in 1996, was one of the top racers among the Kuypers. However, the records clearly show that this is not a loft with only one bird, as the brothers had 3 birds among the first 100 competitors in the 1998 Dutch National from Barcelona. Don Leo was ranked 20, Het 395 was 30, and Bloos 68 was 85. Gestchelp 537 placed 157th out of a total of 6,290 birds entered from around the country. The Kuiper family had a great year because they finished the 4th national marathon. In the shorter races, the Kuiper brothers don't even attempt to time their birds. They are solely interested in the long-distance competitions that are offered in their nation. They are more interested in the prestigious international races where they may compete against the finest in Europe rather than the local races, and they almost always place among the prize winners. It is well known in the area that if Andre and Piet Kuypers put up a fantastic show, which happens frequently, everyone has a nice time and many members of the neighborhood turn out to celebrate. At one point, the brothers even provided a bus so that they could go out and have fun. In the house, there were several trophies of different sizes, as well as many mounted pictures of champion pigeons, something that most fanciers can only hope for. Few fanciers have beaten the pair in either Holland or Belgium since '72, and they are one of the leaders in the Barcelona race at that time. The Dutch fanciers are thought to be far better racers than their counterparts across longer distances. A point that is demonstrated by the numerous results that were available. The brothers' 1981 victory over 2,553 pigeons captures the first international hens competition and second international overall competition in Pau, earned him 5,000 guilders. Even though this 78 bred hen is not very large and has very good eyes, you can tell she is a very impressive pigeon. This pigeon has triumphed in a distant competition of the kind the brothers like. There were several photographs of excellent pigeons in the living room, including a checker cock who won the 1976 3rd National and 17th International competitions before returning hurt in 1977. He finished 168th internationally and 34th national in 1978. The 13th National and 26th International competitions in 1979 were both held in Barcelona, 1,135 kilometers away. This cock, as well as all other cocks, have very rich eyes with lots of depth, and in the hands are of the highest caliber with sturdy bodies. When handling these pigeons, one may grasp what it means to say that a family is like peas in a pod. The cocks were all the same, with good, rich eyes that had plenty of depth. The stock birds are paired in January, while the pigeons for both widowhood cocks and natural systems are paired in March. with the teams totaling about 130, which raises about 70 young birds. The natural hens are trained for the long-distance races where they excel when they are sitting a 5-day-old squeaker, while the cocks are all raced on the widowhood system. Following the conclusion of the race, all birds are granted access to the open hole where they are free to move back and forth between the fields all day. The young birds are moved around 200 miles away with the idea of keeping them, so they are not really given much attention.